hope you can hear me okay. It is storming out there. So I thought oh, it's really storming. So I wanted to let you know. So I did this in the dandelion color, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the inside. So I'm just going to press this back in here. So I know it fits in the same spot, but then I'm going to remove the background. Stamp her out in Memento ink. I'm going to color this image with my Ohuho markers, and I'm going to start here with the R18 for her face. It's a very light tan, and then for the umbrella, I'm going to go with a pale yellow. I'm going to end up doing a yellow dress. That's the same as I have the frame, but I wanted to go with a lighter pale yellow for the umbrella. So I think I have the here, I'm using the YO20, and then I'll go with the YO40 and just keep going back and forth between the two colors. Also, I will here, I'm just gonna go, let me see. Right here, I'm just going to do the R040 as the back, a little bit darker, shaded back there, and then I'll bring a lighter color in the front. And that's my version. I'm just going with the flow, just pick these two colors, and I'm just going to go back and forth between these two. I don't want to add another color at this point. I may. So I take the techniques that I've learned over the years and try to utilize the technique, but I don't have the controls of it, which is okay. This is all for fun. This is what I enjoy at night when I'm just in my craft room and it's storming out there. I just want to come in here and color. Now for this card, I have a friend that does that historical parades for the town that she grew up in. So they all dress in period dresses, and based on a certain color that they're going for, they get involved. As a matter of fact, they sew their dresses. It's amazing to look at some of their dresses that they have. It's just, some of them can really get into that period, and so that's where I'm kind of going with this dress, is get as close to the period of the, I guess, the 1800s, and hopefully she enjoys what she sees when she gets the card. But I thought of her as soon as I got this stamp set. What's nice about this stamp set is you could pick any color. I went on Pinterest and just went through so many different colors of the dresses of the 1800s. Some of them were just ornate and beautiful, just amazing outfits. So here I'm just going with the medium shade after I went through the darker shade. So I'm going to have the medium in the lower section of the dress, and then I'll follow up with the lighter section. And that's really light. I'm just taking that light color just on the parts that are kind of bumped up a little bit. It's interesting, it kind of gave it a green. Well, I'm tapping my fingers to see. Let me go see, because I'm not liking the green. All right, here's just a Y1. I better look at my swatch. That's what the swatches are for, before you color that in. Yeah, see, that would have been too bright. I don't like that. So there is no 20. It goes from 30 to 10. I guess 30 is the lowest. Well, this is true crafting, where you have to adapt on the fly. I didn't like that green. So I'm going back with the Y70 for the top. Just do these darker lines. And then the Y40, or the 50. 50. Bring out those lines. So the dress has two poofs. You have the lines for the pleats, and then you have the lines for the poof. So it's a little bit more. So then I'll go back with the 30. I'm going to go with the Y2, which is a dark color. Go back into these pleats. Darken those up. Go back with the Y70. Darken these lines up. And then back to the R30. Not the R30. Y30. YO30. Just kind of blend that back out. Shoes, I'll make the shoes the Y2, the darker color. Just do this top lace, the pale yellow. So we'll just leave it like that. Bring back the R18 for her skin. We'll do the Y50, which is not quite as dark as the 70, but not as light. So I'll give it a little bit darker for her sleeves. A little bit brighter. Like I said, we had a false, I guess we had our false spring that everybody talks about. All the daffodils and everything is up, but then it's raining and stormy. I know all my freesias and everything are going to be all flattened out tomorrow. I think I'll do this band, do this in the golden color. He even talked about snow here, and that's not normal. We don't normally get snow, but there's talk about it. That'll really smush down my plants. I'm hoping that's not a true forecast. This is one time I'd like them to be wrong. So for the top to match, I think I'll do the lace and the Y50 as well. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please subscribe. I really would appreciate it as we try to change up these colors. So let's go with what they call nugget. Let's see what that looks like. And I want to put a little bit of a darker shade underneath. Can you even see that? Oh, it could be a little bit darker, huh? To pop up that lace. One thing about doing this, you never know what that one point is where it's like you've gone too far. Just it needed to be, yeah, that needed to be a little bit darker. As a matter of fact, I may use that for going through here again for the darker areas. That way it really, sometimes there's a fine line where you're afraid to do the color and make it dark because you don't know what it's going to look like, but sometimes you got to just go for it just to make it come alive. I think it still stays with the yellow. It's still, maybe I'll go one more time with the YO70, this dark lines that I just did. Blend that out a little bit. We can't be afraid to experiment. We have to be able to just go with our gut feeling and keep trying until we get the one we like. We have to just go for it. It's only coloring and it's only paper. Go back with the YR50 to kind of brighten that up. This is the YO40. I'm just going back over one more time just to brighten it up a little bit now that I added those other darker colors. And then take the YO30, if I can find it again, and just go back in the middle. Oh, I forgot to do her legs. She needs legs. And I think I'll use the Y180, which we used as the golden color, as her hair, so I'll tie it together without bringing in another color. I need a green, don't I? and a red. Green is very little amount, so I guess I could kind of flick in the grass. Now I just picked whose color is this? Pastel rose to do the lower hearts. I don't want it to look like Valentine's Day, so I don't want to necessarily have a pink heart. But I don't want to do yellow because I have enough yellow. What's next to yellow on the color wheel? Orange and green. Well, maybe since it's March, I could do a pale green. Very pale green. Do I have a very pale green? Found a yellowish green. I wanted to brighten up the little hearts on the dress, so I used the P2, which is a light violet, and just went through each of them. And since it stamped black, I put the light violet over and kind of gave it a little bit of a red. So I did that to all the hearts that are on the dress. And then I went in with the darker green, the G2, and just went around the heart on the little lace that's on the little, I don't know, like a little fan heart. Also, I'm going to lighten up the lace around there. I am with the R18 to give the lace a little bit of color so it's not unfinished. For the sentiment I'm choosing, it's called Elegant Thoughts from Gina K. And this one I'm picking is Hello Friend, but it has Happy Birthday, which I could do that on the outside. I think I'll put Happy Birthday on the inside and then just say Hello Friend. And I'm just going to stamp this out in black. But that is my card for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me color and going through see what process I go through as I create these cards. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Have a great day, and I hope you get to spend some time in your craft room like I did.